Definitely welcome to Captains of Industry. I'm Noki Kimbo, and today we are on the golf course. I'm told that golf is the best game because not only does it involve your mental capacity, but also physical. When you are hitting that particular ball, you're walking as you think about your life, and it's just a beautiful sport played by gentlemen. And today, our guest, the gentleman himself, the CEO of NuPEA, Mr. Justus Wabuyabo, joins us. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you very much, Noah. Nice to see you as well.
Golfing?
Yes.
When did you pick on golfing and why golfing?
Well, I have been golfing seriously for like 6 years now. But I've always had an interest in golf from when I was a young man. I think one of the things that attracted me to golf was a joke by the former president, the late President Mwai Kibaki. I think there's this joke that goes like, one day he met some young men and asked them, "Hey, do you play golf?" And they were like, "We don't play golf, that's a game for the rich." And he told them, "So what are you waiting for? Play golf so that you can become rich." Yeah, golf is a very good sport, as you said. It's really relaxing. It's a mental game. You don't have to strain. You walk just normally, and it's really an opportunity to network with people, get to know many people. And as an employer and as a leader, actually, some employers actually recruit from the golf course because golf requires that you be a gentleman or a lady and an honest one at that.
Okay.
And one of the things that you will see is that an honest person will actually declare his cause without being checked. So some employers can actually take you to the course and you think they're playing golf with you, yet they're interviewing you.
That's quite interesting.
Yes.
You know, when we look at your background, is legal.
Yes.
Lawyer
Yes.
to the core, to the heart.
Yes.
And now you are at the helm of nuclear power and the energy agency.
Exactly.
I'm wondering, what is a lawyer doing with nuclear powers? What is the navigation? Because initially you are head of legal
Yes.
within NuPEA
Yeah.
before becoming the CEO.
Correct.
Talk to me about that transition, interorganizational transition, and even career growth. How did you navigate that?
Thank you. Maybe I should start by saying that nuclear is really about 70% physics and engineering and 30% law. And that is why you find there's a lot of regulation in nuclear. And if you go to the IAEA, you can see the label, International Atomic Energy Agency, the international watchdog for nuclear. You will find that a number of their secretary generals or the equivalent of the CEOs have been lawyers. In Kenya, the first executive chairman of this body, which was initially known as Kenya Nuclear Electricity Board, the current governor of Migori County, His Excellency Ochilo Ayako, is a lawyer. Then the one who took after him was an engineer. The former chairman was an engineer. The current chairman is an engineer. And then I'm a lawyer. And it's not surprising that we'll have lawyers leading this institution. Going back to how I've come to be the CEO of NuPEA, I started off, I had a passion. I went to Starry Boys, and one of the things that Griffin taught us is about cleaning the cup. He actually says that when you get an opportunity to clean a cup, clean it so well that when someone uses it, he will say that there was a cleaner of a cup here. And one day that person might be the king or queen. And might just decide that this person who cleaned this cup must be the one to clean my cups. And then the rest, you know what that means. So Griffin imparted in us strong values, integrity, honesty, hard work, dedication. And therefore, whenever I get an opportunity to serve, I give it my really best. So I started off my career as a young lawyer, practiced a little bit.
Okay.
Then went to the corporate world, starting as a legal officer at Kenya Railways Corporation. Then went back to practice for a number of years, about 5 years. Thereafter, I went and became a regional legal advisor for International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, which covers 14 countries in the Eastern Africa and the Indian island islands in the Indian Ocean. That made me to be the legal advisor of the National Red Cross Societies, guiding them on issues of governance and so forth. After a while, I felt that I needed to spend some time mentoring young people.
Okay.
Having done my master's in law, I decided to go and teach at Kenya School of Law.
Okay.
From 2007 to 2010, I was a lecturer at Kenya School of Law. Then after that, I also got an opportunity to lecture at Mount Kenya University up to 2012. From 2012, I decided to go back to the corporate world.
Okay.
I went to become the General Manager, Corporate and Legal Services at National Water Harvesting and Storage Corporation, which was initially known as National Water and Pipeline Corporation. Okay. I served there for a good 9 years. With some of the periods whenever the CEO was not in, I would be requested to act on behalf of the CEO. I joined NuPEA in 2019, and as you mentioned, I started off as the Director Legal and Regulatory Services and Corporation Secretary. When I get there, I said, it is my passion. It may interest you to know that in my class of law at Moi University, with classmates like the Deputy President, His Excellency Professor Kithure Kindiki were my classmates, and the Secretary General of the ruling party, UDA, Honorable Hassan Omar-Hassan were my classmates. I was the best international law student in that class. So you can see, and nuclear has a lot of international law issues.
Okay.
So since I knew about the existence of NuPEA, I always had an interest, because one of the cases we learned at the university was about the use of nuclear. But the question was it lawful to use nuclear for war purposes? And there had to be a legal opinion given by the International Court of Justice on the question. And from that jurisprudence, I developed an interest in nuclear. And when I came to understand that there are many peaceful uses of nuclear, I decided that that was the place I wanted to be.
Okay.
And you may want to know that I applied to work for NuPEA not once, not twice, but 3 times. And on the 3rd time, I got the appointment.
3 times?
3 times. That is how determined I was to join the nuclear space.
There's always this argument that there's a disconnect between what people are taught in school and what is happening on the ground. We see that with the industrialists saying we're churning out product that we need to retrain on the ground. In the legal space, is it still a similar challenge where academia is not in sync with industry, or is it as seamless from your experience?
That's a very interesting consideration. And first of all, let me say that my interest to be a teacher is based on the fact that my father was a teacher. My father was a teacher, and I come from a very large family of 31 siblings, and more than half are teachers. And so naturally I had to be a teacher. Even with law, I had to be a teacher. But on the question about what is taught in the classroom and the outside world, the classroom is theory. And theory is very important because it lays the foundation for understanding of the basics of doing things. But let me give this analogy that you cannot learn to drive by just reading books. You have to get to the steering wheel and press the pedal and change the gear and so forth. And once you appreciate that the classroom gave you the foundation, then you should be ready to unlearn and be able to learn more. I remember when we had a professor at the university called Professor Gaskins, Alfonso Gaskins, an American, and he once brought to us a movie about some students who go through a class, and at the end of the season, the professor instructs the students to pick up their books and tear them and burn them. And I think we used to do that after Form 4. We had that bonfire of burning books. And I think some people thought that it was crazy, but it was symbolic that what you've learned and the real world is something else, and you must be ready to be open. Okay. And I always share this with my colleagues, and I tell them that what is in the books is a guidance. The real world requires you to be innovative, to think. They used to say outside the box, but nowadays we say think without the box.
Yes.
People are interested in results, in what will impact their lives, and not you telling them that this is what the rule book says and that and so forth. You must be able to go out of your way to do your work so that you can impact people's lives.
Beautiful. Yes. Amazing. So what hole number are we on?
This is hole number 2.
Hole number 2?
Yes.
You are hitting. I want us to head to hole number 3.
Hole number 3 is right there.
I want to see your swing.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Even as we continue with this conversation,
sure,
and get to understand now,
yes,
in terms of being a leader,
yes,
how does one become a transformational leader?
Exactly.
Especially in a field that is held with a lot of skepticism,
exactly,
and a lot of legalities,
yes,
of which you have a background in.
Exactly.
How are you able to navigate that?
Okay.
So shall we tee off, or what is the name of
It's
of
the
that?
next tee off. Yeah. So get from me the driver.
Okay. So, it's quite interesting. We've done so many holes. This game it takes so much patience, precision, but also I think what I've learned so far is discipline. To go back to your founding principles, what philosophy drives you? Because I know you had talked about, Sarah Boy's founder, Griffin, telling you when you find something to do, do it the best way you can. When being a leader that you are at NuPEA, what are the critical tenets that drive your leadership and informs how you lead this particular agency?
Thank you very much. Just going back to the principle of, doing your best where you are. And this applies to everyone. If you are the president, be the best president. If you are a minister, be the best minister. If you're a CEO, be the best CEO. If you're a T-girl, be the best T-girl. That is the job that you have been given to do at that moment. I have a very good example with my caddy here, Justus. Justus has been caddying for close to 30 years, and he's done it so well. He's been the caddy for the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, and he's a very proud father. He's taken his children to school, and they are going to university. Some are working, and nothing should be taken to be small. When you do your duty, do it with all your heart. Many times we will want to be whiners and complain that this is not happening and that is not happening. But the truth of the matter is that we can never have a perfect situation at any one time. What we need to do is to seize the moment, step up to the plate, and do what we can within our space to make the difference. And this is what I believe that we are doing at NuPEA. NuPEA, we have been working under very strenuous circumstances. Many times people don't understand nuclear, and some of them will want to quickly be opposed to it. We've even had issues with many times with proposals for winding up NuPEA, with people saying, what do these people do? What is the value that NuPEA is doing? But they don't realize that this is a vision, is a long-term thing that is going to change our country. And when you're planning for a nuclear program, the lead time is quite long. And it requires patience and investment. You will get to see, sometimes I've gone to meetings and people are like, why should we spend so many billions on nuclear when we can do solar and wind? And I'm not saying that solar and wind has anything wrong with it. They are actually perfect sources of energy. But we are saying that as a people who want to plan for the future of our country, we need to think long term.
Okay.
We know about issues of climate change, and we know that sometimes the rivers that we've relied on to provide us with hydropower may dry up. We also know that the geothermal that we are tapping, it is not infinite. At some point, we'll exhaust the sources that we have. Because as a country, we project that we can only tap up to 10,000 megawatts. But that doesn't mean that by the time we reach 10,000 megawatts, we'll have fulfilled all our energy needs. So we have to think long term. We know about AI and data centers and the growing needs of technology. Everything is being mechanized.
Yes.
We're now talking about electric cars. You know about the government's projects with affordable housing. Those housing will require lighting and electricity. And we also know about the country aggregation industrial parks that are being set up all over the place. These things will be run by power. And where will that power come from? So we have to start investing. Our neighbors, Ethiopia, just unveiled their Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam for 5,000 megawatts. We are buying 200 megawatts from them, hoping to increase that at some point. Tanzania, with the Julius Nyerere Dam, they're just with one dam, they're generating 2,000 plus megawatts.
Okay.
If Kenya does not wake up, we'll find that we are energy deficient and therefore uncompetitive compared to our neighbors who will be having affordable energy which will attract more industries. And Kenya is a leader in this part of the world. So we have to maintain our leadership role.
Okay.
Nuclear technology is the future, and Kenya must lead this future.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So leadership takes a lot of vision to see beyond the current, comfort that, the current status quo and think about the future and the needs that should arise.
Yeah.
Talk to me about when you're relaxing. What kind of music do you listen to?
I don't have much choice. I actually listen to a bit of rumba and a lot of Christian music, especially the Catholic songs. They really uplift me.
Ah,
yes,
that's incredible.
News. We are thinking together.
I know.
Yes, at the worst point, that song will just uplift you.
Yes.
Yes. So those are the kind of songs I listen to. Yeah.
Ah, that's beautiful.
I don't have much choice. If you go to my Spotify, actually it will just be Catholic songs and rumba. And I think even my AI DJ on Spotify knows what to play for me next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumba, Catholic songs.
Yes,
a nice balance right there.
Yeah.
We talk about things that drive us. And I'm glad that you've spoken about the energy concern and the future that you see and the potential of nuclear at the end of the day. As a leader, apart from being technically grounded, because you're leading a very technical organization, is finding other right sources of knowledge. And I've realized leaders read, as they say.
Yeah.
Leaders read.
Read, exactly.
What is the most impactful book that you read that totally shifted your life?
I know this might sound like a cliche, but the classical book is the Bible. I have been enchanted by the Bible since I was a child. You know, when we were young, we used to have those Bible stories with those cartoons. You younger generations had videos, but as we had the Bible stories with those funny cartoons, and that really made me like reading the stories of the Bible, stories of people like Samson, Joseph. They're very nice stories, and when you look at life, and I can say this with a lot of conviction. I'm not a very pious person, but with a lot of conviction. There is nothing in the world that has happened or will happen that has not been accounted for in the Bible. I can say that with all conviction that there can be. So the Bible will tell you everything that you will ever meet in life. But beyond that, I also do a lot of reading. I love reading biographies of great leaders. I have a bias towards great political leaders like Nelson Mandela, Winston Churchill, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, just to name a few. And when you read the biographies of people, you get to understand that these great people have faults sometimes greater than what you have as a person. You know about Barack Obama confession about using marijuana, and even Bill Clinton, and you will read about Mandela, and as much as he's such an icon, he also had his own shortcomings, and you then realize that you have to just do what you have to do as yourself, and the rest will be sorted out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In closing,
Yeah.
there's always that call to action as a leader.
Yes.
From where you're standing,
Yeah.
and Kenyans who are watching this particular program,
Yeah.
you have a podium with you.
Yes.
And a few seconds.
Yes.
And these are your final seconds, your final words.
Yes.
What should you tell the people closing up?
What I will tell our people is that this is our country, and we have no other country, and we must work to sort out the problems that we face as a country. There is no country without issues. Even the perfect nation in the world has issues. We need just to have the spirit to introspect and ask ourselves, how can we resolve them? And I also want to request people that the Bible asks us to pray for leaders. Leadership is not an easy job. Sometimes we're very quick to judge and call to account. But yes, leaders are expected to be accountable, but we also have a responsibility as the led to pray for them that they provide the right leadership. So I want to call on our people, let's hold each other. This is our country, and we must move it with it to where we want it to be.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Justus.
Thank you
Wabuyabo.
very much.
It's been amazing.
It was great having you. Thank you very much. Uninyunyizie maji, uninyunyizie maji, unioshe nitakase, niwe mweupe kabisa, unioshe nitakase, niwe mweupe kabisa.
Definitely, that is
Mimi ni
Captain.
mwenye dhambi.
Sijaisikia hiyo verse.
Mimi ni mwenye dhambi, unioshe nitakase, niwe mweupe kabisa.
These are the Gen Z dance.
Unioshe nitakase, niwe mweupe kabisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Captains of Industry getting the other side of leaders, captains who are very, very critical, and definitely we're being told to move. That is our time. My name is NuPEA Kimboy. It's been Captains of Industry. See you on the next episode. We out.